Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Ukir tribe, where our armored adventurers have been waylaid by one tragedy after another, and we have ended up on an island so unlike the snowy lands we were searching for. Thank you guys so much for your support in our tragedies that have just happened. All of the chaos of the last couple of islands has really taken its toll on our little adventurers, who were raised with the belief that they would be able to go out into the world and find more of the snowy lands of their ancestors and release some of their ancestors from the ice blocks that they may still be trapped within, just like their ancestors were trapped within the ice blocks for the armored body, for the hammertail, and for the now lost and re-extinct mammutfoot. So we need to go and find those genes, but we tried to island hop and it ended up with just one immense, amazing, terrible tragedy after another. We don't even have some of the creatures we've left behind and who died on the family tree anymore. Not to mention, all of our adventurers are getting quite old. They have spent the vast majority of their life— Dazila! You're not supposed to die! Oh my gosh, this is going to be a little intense. But they have spent the majority of their life searching and exploring and tackling new lands, and instead of actually finding what they hoped for, they have ended up here on another unknown island, far from the snowy lands that they were really going for. And thank you guys so much for all of your tips and advice over which port we should take. I didn't say plort that time. Which port we should take to try to find another snow biome. And it really seems like we have suggestions from all over. So I truly think that it's random, but probably if we try heading up towards this one, we have a higher likelihood of hitting snow. This is going to be a super hard, dangerous place, but it's might lead us towards snow, maybe, perhaps. Or we could go through another jungle territory and try that out, or we could try for another peaceful flower island. So we'll have to see. We might end up taking that peaceful flower route because we're starting to run a little bit low on food. We have some resources in terms of nest material, but we're starting to run low on our creatures. We don't want to go extinct just because we've been too nomadic. We've already lost one creature to old age here after all. So what to do? We're kind of pressed up against a wall here. However, we do have reason to celebrate with the birth of Kudos, who finally, after so many generations of trying so hard, is our very first armor body hammertail creature born into the Ukir tribe. Full armor body, full hammertail. He is going to preserve those ancient genes as long as he stays alive long enough to pass them on, and I am so excited about that. We also had the birth of two more baby boys, both of whom have armored body, but only one of whom, little Obi over here, has the hammertail. Taro actually does not have the hammertail at all, but he's really adorable, and he does carry immunity K and immunity A, and the classic Ukir yellow eyes. Isn't that just so cool? I wish there was a way to like keep track of how many generations you've had in the family, because one day I would love to do a like 100 generation challenge and we could just see what kind of genetics we have when we start and where we are when we end, and I think that would be so much fun. So that's one of our goals for the future too. But he does have Digger Paw, which may actually help out on this island. So I think we're gonna have to stay here, if not for their generation, then at least long enough for the current adults we have to give birth and gather some resources before sending their children on. But I think that they are definitely extremely nomadic at this point and don't want to stay on any particular island long enough to pluck up all the grass like a herd of locusts like last time. Alright, so let's see. What are we going to do? Let's look over our choices. Dazila definitely needs to have her baby, so I'm going to let her just go ahead, straight up make a nest, and don't move, Dazila. And then next to her, Lasila should be able to wait just a moment or two before having her child, so we'll go ahead and let her wait so that there's a nest that can become open, since it's getting a little bit tight in space here. And we'll scooch her down here. We need to 100% have Pippa and Kudos' father end up having another child, and it's Taduk. Yeah, Taduk is the father. So Pippa, you're going to step right over here, you're going to go ahead and she's going to straight up build another nest just like that, because we want to see if we can have a little girl who's going to have armor body and hammer tail. Meanwhile, Taduk is right here just happily collecting up these nuts, which is very useful. Komi only has 3 days to live and she has that beautiful immunity K gene. So we may have Komi mate with Taduk. No, we may have Komi. Which one of my males is left? Roro? Yeah, Komi and Roro need to become expectant, or else we might lose out on those genes as well. It is just, oh, we pushed it really, really, really hard with not having any babies. Maybe I should have had her go ahead and make a nest. Anna actually was born on the last island, so she had to leave behind, let's see, Anna, who was your mother? I think she had to leave her mother behind, if I remember correctly. No, Lasila is her mother. Oh, so she got to come with her mother. And Anakin was her father. So she was supposed to be born with Mamutfut, but she was not. Oh, I bet she hears all sorts. Oh, I'm like tearing up thinking about all of the stories she might hear about her father, Anakin. Oh my goodness. All right, so let's see. Anna, I might have you wait to mate or just have her mate with Taduk. I think I'll have her wait to mate because Taduk actually is not armored bodied. So the fact that he had a fully armored bodied son, shows that actually armored body isn't fully recessive like we thought. Again, the Punnett squares probably aren't the best way to try to determine niche genetics. But I think we'll go ahead and wait for little Kudos, or maybe little Obi, little Obi to grow up, and then Izana can have a mate. But she's very adventurous and young, and she's not quite as perplexed by their plight as the rest of the family, so we'll start sending her off to explore. Pri-Inna, oh my gosh, isn't she just gorgeous? I love looking at her every time. She's just so stunning. Can she have a child? Sure enough, she can actually get pregnant with Taduk's child. I think we're going to go ahead and try that out because it may give us that hammer tail. So, well, and I'm a little worried because I don't want to lose. Maybe we should mate with Roro instead. Because there's, but then we wouldn't have any hammertail at all. And we really are trying to weave the hammertail in, but I don't want to lose the armored body. I would rather have armored body than hammertail. You know what? We're gonna risk it. We're just gonna risk it. And you know what? I'm gonna have her build a nest too. Frantic nest building. That's the name of the game right now. And Zavai is going to move up here. Yes, he found a berry bush, and we're about to have a baby boom, like a gigantic baby boom. All right, Dazila, don't you dare move. Don't you dare move. But that is because we have run out of time. We have run out of options, and everybody needs to have the next generation of our little adventurers. So are you guys ready? We have got lots of pregnant bellies, and we're about to have a lot of babies. So I'm going to be diving into the gigantic name list you have given me, and we are going to cross our paws because this is going to be the, like, cherry on top of the cake of our genetics that we have carefully pruned like a frantic little bonsai tree for so long, and we're really hopeful for the results. So let's see what happens. Death! Oh my gosh, death! Okay, there was death in the nest, but also Mila. Holy day, she's beautiful. Brianna, why do you have the most gorgeous children? We have girls. I am so relieved. Okay, we had poor little, Kirnu. Oh no, and he doesn't have any of the traits that we really need. He might have to be left behind on this island. All right, his name is going to be Jolix, which is one of the names you guys have given me. You've got so many good names, and I'm still adding more. Don't worry. Every time I need more, which I probably won't for a while, but every now and then when the mood strikes, I dive in. So feel free to leave more names in the comments. Remember, if you leave them one name per line, it's so much easier for me to copy paste in. All right, so we've got little Jolix, whose mother just passed away like the moment he was born, and it looks like he might end up staying on this island because he does not have double armored body. And then over here we have a female. Yes, again. Yes. Oh, I love you, Taduk. Yes. Okay, we have that hammertail, we have that armored body. Mi Ana. Oh my gosh, that's a pretty cool name actually. Oh my goodness. But I think let's see, we're going to I kind of want to keep that name. You know what? We're going to go with Miana Anna. We're going to leave her name as Miana Anna, and she is a female with full armored body and hammer tail. I'm so happy. Oh my gosh, that bodes very well for the future. Good job, Pipa. Good job, Taduk. You guys are going to have so many children. Oh my goodness. And then over here, we have the absolutely gorgeous Mila, who we are going to rename Corina, because it means beautiful flower. This commenter has given us the name Corina because it means beautiful flower, and you can make up the name meanings if you so wish, of course. But oh my goodness, guys. Recessive hammertail, full armored body, we're at least halfway there, and we have the immunity K gene, so that's pretty good, and we needed a female, so I'm pretty relieved about that. Alright, so now we need to start moving some of the wee babies out of the nest. Because we're on a peaceful island, I don't think that they have to worry about any birds, and because they're armored bodied babies, then they don't have to worry about any predators. So other than those flowers, geez, we learned the hard way that we're not immune to those flowers for sure. All right, Lucila, you're going to go ahead and jump up into the nest. And then let's see. Oh yeah, and little Taro, we'll start scooching him this way. And Isana is going to be very adventurous and start working her way over here. All right, we've got a lot of pregnant females to take care of. All right, Zavai, let's scooch you over here, buddy, so we can get a little bit of space and figure out what we're going to do. And then we've got a wee little baby over here, Obi, who's going to come see what Isana is up to. He's probably very, very curious. Komi, I need you to jump into the nest, please. All right, so she's in the nest. There we go. And clearing that away. So Komi is going to give birth. And she's feeling warmed up. So even though she is at the end of her lifespan, normally, by the way, I have been wondering what to do. We used to do the Blessed by Bones perk at the end of each creature's life in the Yukir tribe. They would go into a nest and they would pass away in the nest so that they could kind of bless the nest with like the positive ancestral ghost energy. But that didn't really last too long in our tribe. And so we didn't really have anything like the peace garden that we used to do for our last tribe for what to do for our elders. But somebody suggested in the comments, and I fell in love with this idea, and one day when we're not so in such dire circumstances, I would love to do it, that because we're a very nomadic tribe, our elders should wander into the grasslands, and they should go and explore new areas that have never been touched before, and maybe pass away on the edges of explored territory, following their adventurous hearts. And that is beautiful and awesome, and something I want to do when we have the chance in the future. Right now, everybody needs to have babies, so we're not going anywhere. All right, let's see. Pipa, you need to have another baby, so I'm gonna get Taduk over here because he's actually very important. Don't move, Taduk. We got to be very careful with where we're clicking right now. Pippa's gonna jump over here. Oh no, you don't. There we go. And she's gonna become pregnant again. And then we've got a pregnant mama waiting to have a baby there. And Priyanna, who should you have a baby with? Should it be another Taduk baby? Let's see. Karina, Priyanna, maybe it should. Oh, we really played a risk there, actually, because these two share genes. So do you two share genes? Roro and Priyanna, K and G immunity. Roro has H and A. They do not share genes. Is that my only male left? Oh, geez. I was so worried. Zavai, actually, D and E. And he has recessive hammertail. So, should I go for Zavai or should I go for Roro? I'm kind of leaning towards Roro. Zavai has some good traits. Roro has blind eye recessive. I think I may go for Zavai. I'm a little worried about his fertility. I like his poison fangs, though. All right, so we're gonna go over. Priyanna is going to mate with Zavai. What? No, she's getting old. I knew Zavai's low fertility would like bother us. Gosh darn. All right, Roro, maybe you should come over then. All right, yeah, he had better luck. So we'll go ahead and let him mate with her. And we're about to have a lot of babies, so we need to definitely make sure we can feed everybody. Did I look at all of the babies? I'm pretty sure. Had little female, had the little male, had the other little female. Yep, we looked at all three of the last babies. Now we have another batch of 3 babies. I'm very excited. So far, we've got 2 full armored body, 2 full hammer tail, and oh my gosh. I mean, Priyanna has started like a beautiful line of just stunning creatures. Corina, I cannot wait to see what she grows up to look like. All right, so let's go ahead and try again. Let's see what this little group is going to be. Everybody good? They're all boys again. Oh, we're really pushing it. We only have like 2 females. Oh my gosh. Rhoda, look at you. Another one. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. Okay. All right. You're going to be named, let's see. Let's go with, Athos. Okay, we'll go with that name. That I think that'll fit him. I think he's a little bit like, really? That's my name? Okay. And he's just going to do his best to live up to it. And then we have another male, Tanu, who has recessive hammertail at least. And he's got armored body. He looks pretty cool. So we're going to name him Quintus, because I'm just glancing over. It's really fun to just glance and grab like random names that you guys have suggested. And then, wow, another one, you guys. A full armor body, full hammer tail. Oh, I'm so proud. Working so hard to prune our genetics really helped, except for the fact that we're ending up with mostly boys right now. We're gonna have to be very careful about that. And speaking of pruning genetics, this is going to be bonsai, which means bonsai tree. Someone said, just like giving a random meaning to random names. And I like that because I've been talking about pruning bonsai trees in our tribe and things like that the whole time. And look at his fertility. Beautiful, beautiful. You should go ahead and have a sibling of exactly the same blood type as you. If Komi, she will live one last day. She can have one final child. Holy moly. All right, well, let's move the creatures who we know aren't like life or death at the moment, like Izana. She can go ahead and do a little exploring over here. Obi has full armored body. So, and what can he do? Can he collect things? He sure can collect things. So we're going to send him out. Oh, look at that. And he found some berries. He's old enough to gather up berries. We're going to have little Karina scooch over here and kind of gently play with this adorable little nut under the tree. Over here, Taro is going to help out with gathering up these berries. All right. Little Jolix, we're going to have him come down. He's going to kind of be adopted in by the others because his mother has passed away. And then we'll have little Miana. Miana, she can step over, get out of the nest, and let's see. Now I need to have more babies with the mix that we just had because holy day. Athos, that's fantastic. All right. Pipa and Taduk are going to be having lots of children, which is going to be a little bit of a risk, but holy moly, it's worth it. And then who is Bozai's father? Because we want to have more of his genetics for sure. All right, and I'm really proud of you guys for helping me keep the immunity genes going so that all this breeding we're doing, we're not ending up with like sickly creatures all over the place, and that's really useful. Oh my gosh. Oh, Roro and Komi, this is their last day alive. That's really humbling. All right, let's move Roro over. No, their mating failed. Oh, thank goodness. All right, it took that time. So this is literally going to be their last child, and little Kudos can move over here and take care of his sister. Look at that tail! Look at that armored body! Oh, I'm so excited. This is exciting and tragic all at the same time because our adventurers didn't get to adventure where they hoped to, but at the same time, like, we get to have all these beautiful babies, and it's amazing. All right, and Lucila, Quintus did not end up with the hammertail. And you've got a few days left, so I'm gonna have Lucila go ahead and rest and maybe come over. We may not need another child from her right at this exact second. We're gonna get into the nest with Priyanna, who's also getting close to the end of her life. I don't want that. And she's going to be looking at her little daughter. Taduk, I'm gonna send over here and he can gather up these nuts while we wait. Oh, and look at her. Little Karina is just like playing with the adorable little nut. That's so cute. Hopefully she'll learn how to crack it. Oh, can you imagine? I think Karina is just like chewing on it, but she isn't strong enough because she's a baby to crack it open. So she's just kind of like gnawing on it like an itty bitty little toddler. That's adorable. I love that idea. All right, well, we've hardly budged from where we're at, but that's to be expected, all things considered. And we'll gather up some of that, and Lucila can step this way and help out with gathering up some of that. And once again, we're going to have another baby boom with 3 babies on the nest, and I think it's actually going to be the very last child, of Comey. This is Comey's very, very last child. So we're going to be leaving behind quite an amazing legacy. But I wonder how they feel, all of our beautiful armored adventurers, never having seen snow their entire lives. Hopefully they'll just be able to pass that passion on to all of their children. So let's see what we're going to have. Oh, goodbye. No, they're all boys again. This is getting really dangerous. Oh my gosh. All right. Nobody panic. All right, we have a no hammertail armored boy. We have a recessive hammertail armored boy, and another recessive armored tail. Oh, we don't have an armor on this one. Darn, we did not look out on this batch of boys, but better than nothing for sure. All right, so this is gonna be, let's go with, does he have digger paw? He does. So we're gonna go with Mako for little digger. And then we're going to go for, let's come over here. I want to give him a really fun name. Oh, I've used some of these names before, like Tundra and Winter. Definitely recognize those. Let's go with Sora. We can go with Sora. Both a reference to some very popular games and also just a very nice name. And then we have this guy who looks pretty cool, and we will name him Gano. That sounds like a good name for him. He looks like a Gano, doesn't he? With a nice strong jaw. There we go. All right. So we're definitely ending up with some creatures that we would want to continue on with, for sure. Definitely would want to have Kudos and I think his sister Miana end up like helping us with our family because they've got those genes we're really going for. So does Aethys. But we're ending up with mostly boys. I think we've only got 1, 2 new girls, and it's all boys. Oh my gosh, it really is. We have Azana, and then we have got Miana Anna, and then we've got Karina. Oh my gosh, are we gonna die because we only have boys? Okay, this is gonna be a little bit interesting, guys, to say the least, because we might end up in a genetic bottleneck because we don't have enough females to breed with. So that's going to be very interesting. But all right, guys, I know it's a little bit early, but I'm getting ready to leave for Taiwan, and I'm doing my best to make sure that we will have enough niche and adventures with the Yukir tribe through the entire week, even though I am going to be traveling for the first time internationally and going to Taiwan in a couple days. So I know it's going to be a little bit shorter than usual on the length for our niche episodes, but I want to make sure they're at least out daily for you. I hope you guys will enjoy. It's definitely picking up the pace with some very interesting twist in the tale, and I'm absolutely loving this. I'm really, really loving this, and I can't wait to see where they go. But our episodes are going to be just a pinch shorter than usual, and they will go back to normal, hopefully by the end of the week when I adjust to being in Taiwan with my beloved Chips, my boyfriend of 5 years and love of my life. And we're going for his business, in case you guys are wondering. He is a Chinese history professor, and he's going to be taking some Chinese courses there. And I'm going with him. We will be in Taiwan for 2.5 months. It is my first international travel. I'm very excited, but it's probably going to take me a little while. So I'm going to gather up the precious Yukir tribe and take them with me as well with my new laptop, so I will be able to record in Taiwan. But if Niche disappears for a day here and there in the next week, no, it is because I ran out of time to get everything done before the big international trip, but it will be coming back as soon as we settle in and we make sure that everything's okay. We picked a place specifically with great internet so that I would be able to continue uploading all summer. So don't panic. I just wanted to do that little for your information. If that's where, if you don't see a niche upcoming in the next week, hopefully they'll be daily, but if I miss a day or two, it's because I'm traveling internationally. You can check it out on my vlog channel. I'll be hopefully posting daily vlogs of the adventure over there, and we will be diving back into niche as soon as I settle in. Hopefully nothing will happen. Daily episodes will come out. We'll still enjoy. We'll have to see if we're going to end up losing the Yukir tribe and having to start a new tribe just because we ran out of girls. So yeah, more frantic breeding, this time like for girls. I wonder if the Ukir tribe is going to end up with some sort of myth, like mythology based around just like crossing their paws and going, we need to have girls. Or what if we end up having to jump islands and searching for new creatures to add into our tribe just for the sake of getting a girl, and then lose our precious genes we worked so hard to get. We're gonna have to see. But yeah, the adventures are upcoming and real life adventures are incoming too, so I apologize if the niche episodes are a little bit shorter. I'm just doing that so at least they're there for you, and I figured you guys would appreciate the usual daily episodes rather than nothing at all. So I'm gonna do my best. I hope you guys are all having a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.